Hello, 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 guys. I finally got time. Yesterday I was going to have time, but I hurt my hand. So today I'm able to move it. It's a little bruised, but I'm able to move it. So I thought, let's do our candle that we didn't get time to do in those 3 days. I'm not sure if anyone's going to have got the message. I did stick it out in Telegram like some of you have suggested. Hopefully somebody sees that I'm here. I don't know if anybody's here. Oh, I forgot to grab the laptop for comments. Guys, chat amongst yourself for 1 second. Let me go get it because I'm not seeing anybody. Just 1 sec. Where did I put it? I was just... Oh, there it is. It was right behind me. Sorry about that. Dun, 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 dun. Let's lower the volume. How's everybody doing? Are you excited to see how to do the candle? And have you done a candle before? I would love to know. Let's see if anybody's even here, or am I talking to myself? Are we here? Oh, Mel's here. Hi, Mel. Hello, hello. Okay. I need to slide some stuff back. So, have you done a candle before was my question. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and answer the questions. Oh, Wendy's here too. Hello. Okay, guys. So, to do the candle, first off, I was a little bit disappointed. I was excited that I got a candle for like $1.25. I was a little disappointed that it's not as tall as I was hoping it was going to be, because I really wanted this one on there. And if I do this one, I could line it up that I would get this hummingbird on there, but I'm not going to get all the words. And then when I go this way, I would only get, you know, the bum of one and the top of the other one, but I'd get the words over here. So that's really not what I'm going for. I'd like a little more of the actual picture. So if you have a taller candle, feel free to use that napkin or whichever napkin you want, but I'm going to use this one. It's bright and it's cheery. It'll look good out on the porch, or like out in the garden if you're having tea at a little table. It'll look cute. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see. Okay, I can trim it down just a bit off the bottom. I'm gonna trim it down a bit so that I get all that butterfly on there. I know I won't get both, but I really want this one. So I'm just gonna kind of pinch the edge there, I think. That'll be my trimming off spot. And then I'm gonna squat this down to you, so you don't need to see my face, you need to see the project more. So I'm going to just fold this up to my little pinch spot. I'm going to do the same over here. It might not be perfect, but it'll be pretty close. I think that's pretty close. And then I'm going to trim that off. Now I'll use big scissors just because it's quicker. Hi, Karen. How's the hand? It's okay. I bruised it pretty bad. Can you see? It's all, the knuckles bruised. It's all bruised down in here. This morning, the finger was like almost, I'd say 1.5 the normal size. It's still a little bit bigger than my other one. I've got some bruising coming down in here. I've got a lot of redness in here, but it'll be okay. I can cut. I picked up scissors today to double check. This morning, there's no way I could have done it. This afternoon, I'm like, I can do it. It's uncomfortable, but I can do it. But yeah, last night there's no way I could have picked up a pair of scissors or a paintbrush. It was very sore. And through the night, it kept me up quite a bit. Because every time I moved, I was like, you don't realize how much you hit your hand on stuff in the night. Or pull up blankets or all that stuff. So it was a long night. And I'm kind of exhausted today because of it. Because I woke up so many times last night. But it's okay. It'll get better. I'm going to have to do the same thing up here. So just kind of mark it out. So somewhere around there. I don't mind if it's a little too short. If it's a little too long, then I'm going to have to tuck it underneath. So, and I'm not much of a measurer. So let's just see. I think that's pretty good. That end will be good. That end will be good. Yep, that should work. So I've got my iron heated up while we're waiting. Wrong line. I am going to be trimming part of that butterfly, but at least I'll have one. That'll be my center, is like my focal thing will be that one butterfly because it's what I like best. Now you could do just sinking in little pieces into your candle too, just like I did on that farmhouse mason jar. But I kind of wanted to show you how to do a full strip around. And I just wish my candle was a little bit longer. So you're going to remove all your backers. This one, the 2 sheets came off at once. You don't want those. So you're just going to set your candle down. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Pat. And then I'm just going to line it up. Now, the important thing is to have the top part lined up. If the bottom part's too long, we can heat it up and set it underneath. But the important thing is to have the top part lined up, okay? So the butterfly is my focal thing, so that's where I'm going to start. So I have it lying on there nice and flat. I'm going to grab a little piece of parchment paper. I've got my iron hot, hot, hot. And you're just going to... And you'll see that the wax is melting because you're going to see a little bit of that glossiness even through onto your wax paper, okay? And you're going to take your time and do it in little sections, okay? Ooh. There must have been a bit of Mod Podge on there. I didn't cut a clean piece, so just give me a second here. Let me grab a clean piece. There must have been Mod Podge there. Because I got a little flake. There we go. Now that little flake of Mod Podge, it'll melt in there, just, it was kind of dangling. There we go. So how many of you have done this before? I've showed it a few times on our page and in the sorority. I'm going to bring it this way just so I get this edge down. And just keep checking it as you go. Now, remember, your candle is not going to be perfectly smooth after, okay? It is going to have, you know, wherever you've stopped your iron, it is going to have maybe some little bit of texture. But it's okay. It just makes it look more handmade. As long as you don't leave it in one spot too long and it melts you a flat spot, you should be good to go. And remember to peel slowly. So you can see here, this is all melting in, and up here where it's more white, it's not melted in. With the embossing heat gun. Oh, never would have thought of that. That's a different way of doing it. Look at you sharing tips and tricks in here too. I never would have thought of that one. Now they do say that you can burn your candle, but honestly, I would be too chicken to do it. I would be afraid that that little bit of tissue, even though it's covered with wax, might catch on fire. So I don't do it. They're just decorative. There we go. I can see my candle, or my tissue has already off to a little bit of a slant, so I'm going to have to kind of work it upwards again. I didn't have that lined up quite as well as I thought I did. It's going to be okay, but it's going to be okay. And my iron, it's this little guy, has only one setting. It's hot or not. And so it's on hot. I'm going to keep going down on that angle, ain't I? Just a second here. Let's see if I can work my way back up. It's just a little bit too low. I'm going to pull and see if I can straighten that out. I've never done this before, guys, but that angle was bugging me. I'm going to see if I can straighten it out. Oops, my cord's short. Ta-da! Yeah, I'm not using the torch. No. Not gonna chance that. Let's try this again. I want to make sure I've got it. Like, I don't like that edge. I prefer to have an edge down here than an edge up there. So. And I must have shifted at some point. There we go. That'll be better. So how's everybody doing? Have you been playing around with all your tips and tricks yet? I hope it inspired you to do it. I hope you don't just take the course and be like, oh, I learned something new and never put it to practice. I really hope that you guys put it to practice and try it out. Oh, that's nice. I love the feel of it. It's not quite a wax candle, but it's not quite a soft tissue. It's just a very beautiful feel to it. And if you find you missed a spot, just go back. Check some comments here. You're busy cleaning the house today. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. That doesn't sound fun at all. That's like me. I had laundry to do. I walked into our laundry room this morning and it was like piled up like halfway up the dryer. And I was like, no, that is not how I wanted to spend my day. But that was a good part of my day, that and dealing with schools and appointments like that. pretty. You can see a little bit right there that I missed. So Mel, if you've done this, do you burn your candles after? After you've sunk in a napkin to them? Are you brave enough? Brittany is back to work at Swiss Chalet, guys. She's working there full-time now. She took back all her shifts because I've been a little quieter here. And sadly, when I got sick there for, you know, over a week, we learned very quickly that until I can afford to have a business outside of the home, this doesn't really work that well for employees because, of course, they don't want to get sick. So they don't want to come and work here when I'm sick. Nor do I rest when somebody else is here. So, and of course, she's still got bills to pay. Mama can't afford for her to pay for time that she's not here. So, unfortunately, Brittany is back to work at Swiss more. I'm sure we'll still see her kicking around every once in a while, but summer seems to be a little bit quieter here. And then she needed the hours that she can count on. So. And unfortunately, taking on more hours also meant that she's working more weekends. So I don't even see her on weekends much now. She was out last weekend for a boat ride, but I don't think she'll have another weekend off for quite a while. That's kind of sad because she hates that job. Sorry, Swiss, if you're watching. Maybe she'll do some reels. I don't know. She has projects to do there. I just don't know if she has time to do them. But I know she did take home some wood projects with her. And I know last weekend when she popped on real quick, talking about that we were doing the draw for in here last Sunday. Did that just mess up our volume? Nope, we're good. I got a call that came in. Children, I tell you. It wasn't Brittany this time. It was Christina. Going nicely, very, very nicely. All right. A little bit of papery feel right there. Now, this wax paper, after you've done a candle, don't use this for your regular Mod Podging. Because, or regular Mod Podging, regular decoupaging, because there is a waxy texture to it now, because all that wax is being soaked up through the candle, or sorry, through the napkin from the candle, and so there is a wax residue on this now. It's more like a wax paper now, so you don't want to be using that again after, because it will mess up with your Mod Podge or your top coat. All right. I think we're pretty good. Now, I have a little edge up there. Nope, no heat setting on this. Even on my big iron that like for your regular clothes or whatever, I just do it on the highest setting. I never mess around with it. Make sure there's no water in it though. You don't want to steam it. But yeah, it's just always the hottest setting. These little guys don't have a heat set. They're just on or off. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, tiny bit right there where it's overlapped. Okay, so this is where the napkin has come over top of the other part of the napkin. So it's going to take an extra little bit there just to get through the 2 layers. But don't hold it steady in one spot, because then you'll get a flat spot to your candle. There we go. You want to always keep it kind of moving. Perfect. Okay. Now, there's a little bit of a fringe down here. That I'm just going to wrap around to the bottom. Just like so. I think we're good, other than this top edge. So, I'm going to take my water pen. Well, it should melt the wax, Mavis. Like, this feels like wax. But as long as you keep it moving, like, don't hold it in one place at all, because then it will melt. But yeah, you should feel the candle melting through. I'm kind of tempted to just burn this edge off, but I don't know if that would make a hot mess. I think it probably would, but it just seemed like it'd be an easier way to do it, but I think that would be a bad mess. So instead, I'm just using some water. I'm just going to trim it away with my finger. If I wasn't live, I might try it. Yeah, you kept it in one spot too long, probably. It's got to constantly be moving. So I'll be live again tonight. I don't know, is Jamie in here tonight? Is she here? Hi, Linda. Is Jamie here? Jamie, if you're here, say hi. I still have her gift box that she sent me, the mystery box. And I haven't had a chance to do it because I was sick during the mystery box challenge. So I am live tonight on the regular page at 8:30, I think we said. Let me try. Can't get my nail in close enough. There we go. And then I'm just going to run the iron one more time around that edge just to make sure it's all in place. Jamie, are you here? No. 8:30, I'm going to be live on our regular page on the Shabby Chic Vintage Chick page. And I'm going to be doing the mystery box. I have no idea what's in there. And so basically the rules of the mystery box challenge is you've got 1 hour. And sometimes there's a note in the mystery box when people send it to me. And it'll say, you know, you have to use this, this, and this. Sometimes it's use whatever you can. The last one I did with Tracy, she was like, try and use it all. She didn't think I really would. I got something, every single thing she sent me, I got a bit of it on. But she was messaging me after, and she thought it was kind of funny. She's like, I'm surprised you actually did that. I'm like, me too. So this time it was Jamie that sent me the box. Ah, that's gorgeous. Is that not gorgeous? It's very pretty. Now, of course, the back piece, it's not going to line up perfectly. I'm not too worried about it. But that's going to be where I will set it, is kind of like, everything's backwards with this camera. It's kind of like that. That's why it's called the mystery box, yeah. Okay, and then of course you could dress it up a little more. I've got this, it looks like twine or raffia, but it's got a wire in it. So I thought I could do a little something, I think go this way. Some snips. Something right there. Now, because it's wired, I don't have to tie it. I can just do that. Let me grab a little raffia. Just a little bit here. I'm just going to kind of fold it into a messy bow. Twist in that. Something like that. And then I don't have a butterfly charm, but I've got this little bee charm. And I thought it's very garden theme, right? So I could stick a little bee charm on here too. With that wire. And then that just kind of sets it off, I think. I want to go a little more over. There we go. Just so it doesn't totally take away from my butterfly, but... And then I'll trim up some of my messy ends. I'll have to take snips for these guys. Because it's the wire pieces, right? My hand is hurting to do this. There we go. Ooh. I knocked over my iron. It's a good thing it was sitting on the silicone mat. There we go. But isn't that pretty? Like, that is a beautiful gift for somebody. I think it looks gorgeous. What do you guys think? How many of you will be trying the candle if you haven't yet already? And it's melted right in there. So if you touch it, it feels like a wax candle. So if you're giving this as a gift, you might want to put a little note on it saying decorative only. Or explain that to them. Oh, there's my butterfly. I was like, where did my butterfly go? But I think it's so, so pretty. All right, guys. So that is everything for the workshop. We got it all covered. It took us 3 nights and 1 extra session, but we got it covered. Maybe just going to try again. Yeah, next time you're at the thrift stores, just pick up a bunch of them, because if you can get them cheap, then you don't mind if you do make a boo-boo, right? But, and you can still resell them even though you got them at the secondhand store. It's an upcycle. It's beautiful. Another project for the bucket list. Thank you all so much for being with me here. And if you have time tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be on the regular page. And I will be working on the mystery box. Oops, oops. You didn't see that. The mystery box. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to heal up fine. It's just, it's painful right now, but it'll be fine. You have quite a few LED handles. Yeah, I can't believe, when I first did the first video with you guys in the sorority on that, I was like, I picked these up at the secondhand store. I think I was paying like $2 or $3 a shot. And then last time I went into the secondhand store, they had one of them. I want to say it was like $8 or something like that. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was kind of grungy. And I was like, this is a secondhand candle, man. Like, you can't sell it for $8. But they do. They said they were under big demand right now. I don't know why. But, yeah, if you can find them, hoard those babies up and get them out as gifts. Or, like, Christmas craft fairs, man. You could sell these things like crazy. Especially if you're putting Christmas napkins on them and stuff. Very unique gifts. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope you loved the workshop. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.